What's up, boys?
We're back, baby. Oh my!
Oh yeah.
I just landed.
I
Brandon,
know.
it seems like you just
Really?
got back too.
I got back a little while ago. I just haven't unpacked the last bag. It's like, you know
My
what? Don't need to.
gosh.
But no,
Gregory.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah,
Welcome
appreciate it.
back.
Appreciate it, fam. Hopefully,
My
you guys have had a
gosh,
nice summer. It's August at this point. It's
Yeah.
just the start of August.
It
but
literally
it's
flew
August.
by.
Yeah,
It flew by.
Mm-hmm.
My lord.
it's been weird because like Wadid and me have still been doing pods, but like we've been traveling as everyone knows at this point clearly. But it's like it's been weird because like this is gonna be
Not
the last
here.
short one we have for a bit, and now we're back like fully, and next week we'll be back to full length pods of
Full capacity.
questions,
Yeah.
updates, everything. Like this is the last just debate pod basically. So it's
That's-
it's been nice, but also I've missed the news part. I won't lie. It's like I've been trying to keep up with news, but it's like I feel so left out. Like because even if I've had people tell me, oh, by the way, you hear about this? I'm like, great.
Not yet.
That happened. That happened also. Okay, cool.
We're gonna have to have
But-
a huge summer once we get back, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna
dude,
have
it's
to
good.
go crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. But this week right
I'm
here,
excited.
this one's all about soccer, and I'm so happy about it because I love soccer. But before we get soccer, Wadid says he has a little special type questions for us, Greg. He
Special.
told
Yeah,
us right
I'm a
before
little
after the pod.
scared.
He was like, "I'm gonna give you a rapid fire." And I was like, both of us were like, "Oh no, we're in trouble."
Yeah.
Okay. So the premise of this is like a little
Okay.
like series, right? I'm going to give you two options. You pick your favorite and how many games. So best of 7.
Okay. Okay.
So I have 4 categories.
Okay.
All right. Whew. Okay. First one. Would you rather have unlimited money or unlimited power?
Unlimited power.
Power.
I can get
And
money
how many
from power.
games? How many games?
Okay, I'm confused in the game part.
Yeah.
So
I don't
like,
understand.
do you think like unlimited power takes like a sweep? It's 4. It's not even close. It's like a close series.
Oh, okay.
7,
I got
you know
it.
what
Okay.
mean? The sports take of like, would you rather?
Okay, I see. I would say, I'd say in 6, 4-2. Like, I would, the money I would debate, but with power I can get the money. So
No, I'd say like 3-3. Pretty even. 1-1.
So who wins?
I'm confused, man.
so more or less,
What's your
okay, I
answer?
got-
What's your answer?
It's the power.
Okay, so in 7 games he would pick power. You'd pick power 4 times before you pick money 4 times.
Yes.
Okay. But it's not like
Now I'm
money is like you're not even debating it. It's like you right away power. That's it. If it's
Yeah,
right away
no
power,
question.
you get 4.
Okay, 4. Yeah.
Okay. Power and 4.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna. That's like a little warm up. I'm glad we tested.
Whoa,
the
what
waters.
about you though? What about you?
You know what? It's
cannot-
gonna have to be money. I need the money before I get like. I just need money
You
right
can
now.
get the money from the power.
I can get the money from the power, but when you don't have money, you're desperate, bro. You're desperate.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Money,
Let's
it's
go.
a
Next
gentleman's
question.
sweep. Money in 5.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right. This is gonna get tough. No pinkies or no nipples.
What type of question is that?
We're
No
men, bro.
pinky
No
Or
nipples.
no nipples.
No nipples.
No nipples.
In
4.
7.
And 7, you're debating it?
Here's the thing. I don't like my pinkies very much, so I would debate it. I would need to test the water out without my pinkies to see.
How would you hold
Yeah,
it?
bro.
down?
That's like right there. Pinky.
Right
That's
there.
what it's made for.
Pinkies
you're
down here.
debating-
That's what it's
that?
made for.
Pinkies down here. I'm joking. I don't hold
Okay.
my phone like that. That felt so weird. That felt so weird. I tried to play it off, but no. See, right there now, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, gentleman's sweep. We'll change it to 5.
It's
There'll be like
definitely
one day where
It's
I-
definitely
this-
straight up sweep.
no, I think there's one moment where like, you know what? I want my nipples.
Just wear a tank top. Just wear a tank top at all times. Okay.
If this is the second question, I don't know if I want the next 2.
No. They're pretty good. No TV or no social media. This one's tough. This one's extremely difficult for me.
I have a couple questions before I answer this.
Let's do it.
When you say no TV, can I watch sports on my phone through apps, or does that count as TV?
That counts as TV.
I think I still have to go no TV because otherwise I can't get updates on all the other sports.
That's what I'm. Yep. That's where I'm at. I need my Woj. I need my Adam Schefter bombs. You know what I mean?
Like this one's definitely no TV in 7 though. Like I want to watch my sports.
Yeah.
I'd say no social media in 7.
That's fair.
But think about all
He
that
doesn't do a
social media entails.
He doesn't do a sports podcast. It's fine. That's why.
But like, think about all that social media entails. Me and Brandon know. Me and Brandon know what social media entails. We need our social media a little bit.
That one's tough.
That is a very tough one. I'm glad you. Okay, this one's interesting. Would you rather meet the Easter Bunny or Santa?
Go ahead, Greg. I'm gonna give you this one first.
Santa in 4.
Santa in 4.
Dude, Easter Bunny in 6.
Bro,
Why?
are you not curious how like he goes down a chimney?
Facts. That's the main reason right there.
That's it. That's
Thank
the
you,
only
Greg.
reason.
Thank you, Greg. That's what matters.
Okay, but
That's why Greg's my boy.
I want to see a human-sized bunny. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Bro, come to Mississippi. They're everywhere.
But I'm sorry, Santa all the way. Like 1, I need to know how to go down chimney. 2, I need to meet some reindeers and see how them fly. And 3, I need to know why I was giving Cole so many years.
Oh, so there's some beef with this.
100%. I mean, I know why I was giving Cole, but I want to know why for sure.
I want him to tell me to my.
I
face.
want confirmation.
Oh my! I like this.
Santa.
This was interesting.
I like
Just like
3
the
of the
would
4
you rather?
questions. I didn't like one of them.
The one of them was, but that one was the one of the harder ones.
That was just weird.
It was weird, but I mean, think about
Okay,
it.
let's
Think
move
about
on to
it.
what I really care about, though. Let's move on to soccer, please. Thank you. Let's talk first before we get into what each city brings. Let's hear everyone's favorite city that they think is going to be for 2026 World Cup. Actually, before we do that, Greg, when we spoke last on the F1 pod, you asked why the World Cup was in November this
November.
year. For Qatar, the heat purposes, it'd just be too hot for them,
Oh,
so
yeah.
they are going
Yeah,
to
it makes-
cool it off. Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense.
So
But
So,
for 2026,
now we go on.
favorite-
Now we
yeah.
go to 2026.
So
Favorite city that you think is going to happen? I'll be biased, so I'll just answer first. It's going to be Atlanta. No way around it. Atlanta's going to be the bomb. So move on. What's y'all?
you know that's not true.
I did.
When I'm looking at Los Angeles and Miami, Atlanta doesn't rank
Buddy.
on there.
Yeah.
Buddy, LA, everything about LA can just go in a hole and never crawl out.
What do you got? What do you got? Magic City Wings, Lemon Pepper Lou is gonna be there. Like
First
what?
off, that's like right there. That's it.
That's all we need. That's all
Every
we need.
World Cup player that comes to Atlanta is going to try this. You know what? We're moving to Atlanta.
You're moving.
Forget
to Atlanta.
Barcelona. Forget Real Madrid. We're coming to Atlanta United because they have wings.
You know what? No, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be Miami. The amount of culture,
I agree.
it
Miami.
has to be Miami. Honorable
it-
mention, Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston's
think-
gonna
I
be
think
up
what- So I think a big factor is also though is going to depend on how well the MLS teams at the time are doing, because this is a couple of years from now.
there. Right.
So like, if New England Revolution is complete another crap, Boston won't be as big of a deal because
As
like
hype.
their team. Yeah.
Great
So
point.
is Miami, Atlanta, LAFC, LA Galaxy, as long as those MLS teams are still doing big things, and they still have these big name players for them, I think it's going to be even bigger. So, but I think we can't like.
I'm gonna have to say
Philly's
this,
not
and
gonna
this
be a
is gonna
top
be a
one.
hot take. I don't think the best city is even in the U.S. If I'm gonna be honest, I
No.
think
I was about to
Mexico
say.
City is gonna be popping.
I don't
I
know.
think-
Vancouver's already done it before.
I think
did the
Guadalajara.
Olympics.
I think Guadalajara is going to beat Mexico City. Honestly, that
Really.
view of that stadium, the view is insane. Like you just have, and that's the other thing. Also, Atlanta has hosted the Olympics before, so we can host things. We know how to host parties. And also the problem with Miami, like Miami can host parties, but also like Miami has a dark side when it comes to hosting things as well. Like there's gonna be the high end side, and then there's gonna be lower than Magic City side.
Also, the distractions are limitless in LA and Miami.
Yeah.
We're here for the distractions. That's what makes
It's true.
champions.
Yeah.
Kobe
I think
in LA, he did it.
I think we
Ronaldo
can
could
start
do it, I
with
don't know.
what does each city bring? Miami and LA brings distractions.
Yeah.
Let's actually go from east to west. Let's go east to
Okay.
west.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what's the furthest east city. I think it's New York,
Well,
honestly.
let's before
New
that
York or Boston.
let's do Canada, Mexico first. Let's get the
Okay.
small. Let's get the non-US. So let's
Okay.
start Canada. You got Toronto, Vancouver. I
I
personally
love
think
Toronto.
I think
I think
Toronto's
Toronto would be great.
I think Toronto's going to do better than Vancouver. Honestly, I feel like they have like their soccer team is bigger than Vancouver's, and also Drake is going to somehow make this a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Do y'all think
Very
that
true.
do y'all think that Canada can like fund that though?
I mean,
I mean, I think they have the money to
They
host
only
it.
have 2 cities.
yeah, they will bring out the red tape and everything for those 2 cities. I think they're both gonna be great. It's gonna be interesting because I don't know how Canada's summers are, so that's what's gonna be interesting. They're not winter, but also like you are way up north, so I think it's gonna be
It's
interesting to
pretty
see how.
normal. It's pretty normal.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
because that's gonna be the thing. Like, I mean, in the South, our summers can be anywhere from 80 to 120. Let's just be real.
Theirs is
But
like max 90 up there.
okay,
Yeah.
so they're gonna have some nice games then. It's gonna be nice weather for games then.
And
they're both
most of
good.
the games will be in the evening, right? Or am I tripping? Or is it the morning?
During group stages, they'll be throughout the day.
Okay. Okay.
But it also depends on how yeah, I mean you're going to go throughout the day because even with this many stadiums being hosted to host to things, you're going to have so many teams playing because the World
And they
Cup's
don't
expanded
use all
already.
of them, right? Like they're gonna use, let's say for example, Houston, Dallas for group stage, and then those people go to Atlanta for, first round, second round type of stuff.
I think group stage, everything's going to be used, and then after group stages is when it's going to start to be semis,
One or two
quarters.
plays.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure MetLife still is hosting the finals, so New Jersey, and then I want to say Dallas and Atlanta get the semis.
Okay.
I think, but that was just what I heard speculation a while back.
So I bet they might just move north as they go because you can't. I mean, they're not going to put the finals in Guadalajara where it's 130.
The finals will be in MetLife unless something changes. So the quarter and semifinal, the semifinals will both be in the U.S. and the finals in the U.S. But quarters they might put one in each because at that point you still have enough games that you could put one in Mexico, one in. But yeah, so I think Canada is going to do overall. Both those stadiums are going to be quite nice. The culture, I'm not sure on how the culture is up there, but I still think
it's not going to compete with Mexico. Mexico is going to be lit.
Yeah, that's a party.
Mexico, the whole country is going to be a massive party. I still think Guadalajara. Yeah, I still think Guadalajara is probably going to be one of the coolest stadiums to go to if you get the chance, just because of the view and it's not as tech in Mexico City. But also that one's hard to play in. And if you happen to be the away team playing Mexico there, you might as well just chalk that up to being an L.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Mexico City being the capital, I think what Guadalajara does bring is that view, that the atmosphere from the jump, but the people are gonna come out from Mexico City.
Yeah.
I think the culture is gonna come out there. You know what I mean? I think that's what that city offers.
Yeah, if you both were to rank, I think we both all established Toronto then Vancouver. So Toronto 1, Vancouver 2 for Canada.
Yeah.
How would you both rank the 3 in Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Monterrey?
Well, I think all of them present different things. The atmosphere is gonna come through for Guadalajara, right? Like the nostalgic feelings from the stadium to the people will obviously be there, but you know what I'm trying to say. Mexico City, you're gonna have a party. It's gonna be a party the whole time. It's gonna remind me of Brazil is the vibe.
It's gonna be like
feeling.
Miami and Mexico, basically.
I think Monterrey, if I remember, and I'm not good with geography, Monterrey has the potential to be like Miami, LA distractions, right? Because isn't it on the coast?
Yeah, I think
on the beach. So that's when I'm looking at all 3 of them. It's they can all be number 1. It's just preference at that point. But Toronto, Vancouver, it's clear Toronto is going to be the better. That's my big take on that.
Okay. Do you agree, Greg, or do you think otherwise.
Yeah, I agree. Mexico City, definitely a party. But then again, like Guadalajara is also going to be
so lit.
Guadalajara is going to be like that party in the desert,
Yeah.
Like,
Get your passports ready, boys. We might have to do it. Yeah. We might have to go down.
It's going to be a long
might
year.
Not make it.
Long
we
summer.
might not make it back.
All we need to do is get down there and we'll rendezvous back in Mississippi or something.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so now onto the big state, the big country. Starting from east to west. So we've gone over Miami a little bit.
New York, right?
Well, I was starting southeast. I was starting bottom up.
Oh, so we're in the south now.
He wants to get to Atlanta.
Yeah,
he wants to get to Atlanta. All right.
So Miami, it's gonna be a party. The stars of stars will be there. It's gonna be. I mean, you got beach weather all around.
But the people there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because and it's a huge Hispanic community.
Yeah.
Which I'm taking into effect, which is I'm curious from your guys' perspective because I'm a northerner, right? Like I'm up in Virginia, so I know how soccer big is up here, but like from your guys' perspective, I can't wait to get to like Atlanta, Dallas, Houston because I'm curious what the vibes are out there. But I think Miami, man, is gonna be popping.
I think what Miami is gonna be biggest is like this showed with Monaco and F1, or not Monaco, but the race of F1 in Miami. How many superstars from other sports came out to that? And I think that's going to be the same thing down in Miami with the World Cup.
Do you think it's going to be more than LA?
You're going to have the non-people from LA. You're going to have the stars who aren't from LA down there. You're going to have the stars from Europe. You're going to have tennis stars. You're going to have F1 stars. Like I know it. Like given Mbappe's going to be in the World Cup most likely, but like he went, to the NBA draft in LA or whatnot, wherever it was. But like you're going to have the stars from different sports that aren't in LA. Probably be Miami over LA in my opinion.
He went to New York, by the way, Mbappe.
That was where it was. That's where it was. Yeah. I couldn't remember where the draft was. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like in the near future, Miami started hosting a lot of international sports.
Don't they already? Yeah. I feel like they do.
Yeah, no, like they probably, I would guess, the most out of any other city in the U.S.
I'm not sure how much they host internationally, but I know they host a bit, and like the soccer stadium's still being finished up, so that's gonna be a new stadium also. So like it's a fresh stadium for them, but let's head up right up. Let's head up to my city, Atlanta.
Man,
the floor is yours.
I want you to talk.
No, floor is yours. Floor is yours first. I want to hear your thoughts before I ramble.
You want to start with it?
No. I don't want to start because he's gonna get mad at me. He's gonna
Okay. One thing I think about Atlanta is like, it's not Miami, but there's a lot of culture there too. Like a lot of Southern American culture. A lot of the hospitality is straight out of Atlanta, and it doesn't get shown on many international sports.
Yeah.
So like introducing something like FIFA to Atlanta, I think would be great. So like I'm sure I don't remember the Olympics there, but I think it's gonna be amazing.
I like how he's trying to block me through like the screen right now.
He's trying to look at me only.
I'm only looking at Greg right now.
So what do you think?
I agree.
What do you think, Woody? Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Okay. I think a few things. Atlanta is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I think no matter what city the World Cup was picked in, it was gonna be a good time. So that's like just like the baseline level. Like freaking Vancouver has one. What I will say is this. I don't want my team playing there because Atlanta's going to choke. You know what I mean? Like the teams that are supposed to win it and have a 28-3 lead or is up against the Sixers. I don't want, my team.
The Sixers. We beat the Sixers.
But you beat the Sixers and then what happened? Lost to the Bucks.
Lost to Milwaukee. Yeah, because Trae Young got tripped by a ref.
Yeah. See, it's just like bad vibes. It's just bad vibes.
Okay, so this is why Atlanta is going to be one of the most
bad.
This is why Atlanta is going to be one of the most poppin' cities. First off, also the curse is broken. World Series champions. Thank you very much. As well as the Bulldogs won the national championship in football, so you can shut your mouth. Secondly, if you want to go look at all these MLS records when it comes to attendance and everything, Atlanta is the top of everything in MLS because we show up for soccer especially. Atlanta throws out their parties. We've had the World Cup. We've had not World Cup. We're having the World Cup. We've had the Olympics. We've had the World Series. We've had the Super Bowl here. We should have had an All-Star game, but baseball apparently doesn't like us. But that's just the point. The point is Atlanta is the East Coast version of LA. There's let me finish. If you look at right now the movies when it comes to movies being made, there's more movies being made in Atlanta than there are in LA right now.
That's true. That's true.
Very true.
So
I'll
like
give you that.
there is
No
a
beaches,
whole
but
there's
that's
a whole
true.
new yes, but there's a whole nother culture outside of beaches. It's called Magic City. But no, like Atlanta knows how to show up in number. That's the thing. Like no matter what, Atlanta's gonna make it a party city because we don't party. We don't stop ever. We just don't. Like there's half the songs written in a rap community are about that. Like we just party all the time. So like the stadium might not be the biggest, but it's still one of the highest stadiums. Like, and you're gonna have Arthur Blank as well, who's billionaire over here, just gonna be like, oh yeah, I can put some money into this because he owns two franchises in major sports. You're gonna have the people who can't make it into the stadium throwing these massive tailgates outside. And also there's a large it was shown when Atlanta United came in, like how many people actually like soccer in Atlanta. And once Miami's far enough away where like if you're in Tallahassee, if you're in northern Florida anywhere, you're gonna come to Atlanta before you go to Miami just because of it's closer. And same like you're gonna have all the people from Tennessee wanting to come. You're gonna have all the people you're gonna have all these people from the Southeast coming to Atlanta to party. So that's why it's gonna be not just the atmosphere. I think is gonna be one of the best because of how we flock in numbers when it comes to all these events.
That's a very good point, but I still don't want Argentina there.
Oh my God! Please let me watch Messi.
Aren't you a Messi fan? Or no?
I love Messi.
Okay, good.
Messi.
So why would you do that to him?
Well, it's very simple because the U.S. is going to win it all, so it doesn't matter.
Bro.
USA.
Anyhow, yes. So before we get more heated,
Atlanta's gonna be fun. I'm just
it's gonna be great. I know you are. You're just jealous that DC doesn't have one. Let's see. So if we go up more on the coast, we now go to New Jersey. Oh no, Philadelphia. The history of Philadelphia when it comes to the U.S. is a big deal.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be that's with this area of the U.S. Us northern.
The metropolis.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Philly, Boston, New York. Not really New York, but Boston, Philly. The history is gonna be.
It's gonna be cool, but
and also of people that attracts.
Whenever the U.S. national teams have played in Philadelphia, it's a great time. But I'm not sure how well it's gonna be because. Luckily, Philly fans, when it comes to soccer, aren't like the Eagles, aren't like the 76ers. You're not going to crucify somebody. But I also could see I could see that city getting ugly when it comes to teams.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But especially Boston.
Yeah,
New
it's the same
York
thing.
Even.
It's the same thing. Like if Mexico were to start losing in Mexico City, it's going to get really ugly, really ugly.
Especially if I bet up there a lot of fans are gonna just travel around those three cities too.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have angry fans following the.
I feel like those are gonna be a lot of toury places. Like Brandon, when you were talking about Atlanta and everyone coming from the southeast, that makes sense. But Philly and New York is 2 hours away from each other, and then New York to Boston is 4 hours away from each other. People are gonna jump between, but I think it's gonna be heavily populated by people from out of the country coming in to watch their teams.
Yeah.
I think what that's going to bring.
Out of those three states, I think Philly's is going to be the least best. I think Boston, then New York / New Jersey, those two are going to be crazy. Mainly also because if New Jersey does get the finals at MetLife, that's just going to be insane. But I think Boston, with the history of them being a winning city, not just not in soccer per se, but just across sports, I think that just it's going to help them be able to throw this massive shindig of the World Cup. For Boston, at least.
Big time. Now we go west, right? We just hit the whole coast, pretty much.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're in
I guess we go in
Texas.
The middle. Yeah,
Kansas, Texas, Kansas City,
Yeah, Texas.
Dallas, Houston, and Kansas City. Kansas City is still that's the interesting one for me still.
That's like the middle of nowhere.
I didn't see this happen.
I saw it, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank if they have a soccer team. So please, if y'all could talk a bit while I search this.
I'm not even going to talk about that. Do they have an airport that can handle this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what like they're literally in a field.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I'm assuming they're playing in the Chiefs Stadium, right? I'm assuming that's where they'd be.
Yes.
They'd have to, I guess.
What else is out there? This is one where I'm like, DC should have got it. This is the only.
They must be doing like early group games only or something like that.
Yeah, they definitely are group stage only.
Oh, 1000%. But you have to give it to a team in the middle of the country. Yeah. I would have personally preferred like Colorado, like Denver.
Oh yeah.
But that's not really. That's like more Middle West.
They do have a
or
soccer
like Chicago.
They do have a soccer team. I forgot. Sporting Kansas City, and they've won it. They have a history of winning, so I can see that because of their soccer team has won a few times.
But logistically, how does this make sense? Like I'm in Madagascar, the Ivory Coast. I'm supposed to fly in my whole savings. What kind of travel is that? You're gonna have to stop in like Frankfurt. You're gonna have to stop in New York and then go to. Why can't we just have one big?
Probably go through Atlanta. Yeah.
I'm wondering
go
if
through
that's
Atlanta.
I feel like whoever's in Kansas City group stages, they'll probably play group stages like maybe there plus somewhere Mexico and West Coast. Like I mean it's a good middle ground and like they have a good soccer team. I'm just not sure how the culture is going to affect when it comes to soccer like worldwide.
New Orleans would have been good too.
That would have.
That one, I feel like that one would be worse than Philly. I honestly feel like that would be the most toxic thing ever there. It's like the city itself is just dirty. Like it's just like
that's true.
You don't have like a good place for like fan bases to go. Like Americans love Bourbon. Americans love Bourbon Street. The Europeans were, but like if I have someone from like I don't know, like Australia, I feel like if Australia's national teams they don't want to go to New Orleans. They're more likely to go to Kansas City.
Do they want to go to St. Louis or like Kansas City?
Maybe. I don't know. Like, Kansas City's going to be the interesting one. I'm intrigued because like they have the potential though. They could throw a rage.
Right. My concern with this is logistically, how does this work?
Yeah, and that's going to be.
That's a lot of people.
There's 4 years to figure that out, thankfully, and that's up to FIFA at this point.
Yeah.
You have to.
But Dallas and Houston. Dallas, it's gonna be crazy.
Yep.
Houston will be crazy. I love Houston. Houston's one of my favorite cities to go to. I love Houston, honestly. So I like Houston a lot, and I get why Texas gets two. I do get it. Do I like it? No, but I get why they do. So
right.
And that's gonna show the world like the Southerners, like Atlanta South, but Houston is a different type of South.
Dallas is even more different than Houston.
I'm 2 states away.
I don't know. I'm
very excited for Houston. I think Houston's gonna be better than Dallas.
I can see it group stage, but once you get to like the semi and quarterfinals, Dallas is just with how big their stadium is.
Yeah, definitely.
Dallas is like Jerry Jones is going to find a way to fit like 110,000 people in that stadium.
There's going to be more fans wearing Cowboy jerseys than there are going to be actually representing the countries that are playing.
No, so that's one thing with soccer. Soccer, you don't have other sport jerseys in there. You're gonna have national.
That place. It's Dallas.
It doesn't matter because the way with the way like the World Cup tickets also come about, like you put your name into a raffle basically, so it's not like you can just go buy the ticket.
Okay.
I
need to figure this out. But if we're gonna go, I need to plan from now.
Yeah, we got 4 years.
It's gonna be insane. And then let's see. At this point,
it's Lala, baby, and the Bay.
Well, let's go Seattle first. Let's talk Seattle before we talk the Bay and the Bay.
I love this. I personally love this.
I like Seattle because
Seattle.
Yeah. Let's hear Greg's take because I feel like Greg has an interesting take on this from where he goes Seattle.
I mean, I just don't think they're like for the sport, I couldn't see like
This is how I know Greg doesn't keep up with MLS right now.
That's
probably
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
No,
Seattle is big.
enlighten me.
Seattle Sounders MLS wise are huge. They've won the cup a couple times recently as well. They were Atlanta before Atlanta was Atlanta.
And
Like,
who
when it came to
played on
soccer.
that Seattle team?
I mean, there's a lot of people.
Dempsey.
Dempsey. Yeah. So like that, Seattle will be popping. That's the thing. Like, soccer travels well no matter what. Seattle I like, because of the culture especially, and even though the weather's not amazing,
It's summer.
it's summer and they'll find a way.
See, that's what I was thinking.
I honestly like Seattle more than San Francisco.
Big time.
I could agree.
You probably
I do
don't want to see
specifically for.
Draymond.
This is true too, but specifically for soccer, I like Seattle better than the Bay. But that's just me.
I like the Bay.
I mean,
because of what
it's going to be
offers.
Gorgeous area.
And I think that's what I'm having to remind myself. I think what it offers Seattle for us as Americans, because of Dempsey playing there, I mean, that's how I love him. That's why I love it. It's because like Dempsey was the face of the U.S. when he was playing. Now it's like Pulisic, right? But he was the guy, and now his city gets it. And I think his city is going to be like show up for him. I feel like he will kind of go to that game. And Seattle was at that point. I forget what FIFA I was playing, but like Seattle.
They were good. They were
solid. Very solid. I think the Bay offers more for like the
Bay's more tourist attraction.
Tourists, like people are gonna go see the bridge. They're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna see like the hills. They're gonna have in and out or stuff like that. So, I think.
Speaking of In-N-Out, how was it,
dude?
How is it?
Oh my god!
It's so good. I know.
I spent too much money. I spent too much.
I understand.
Too much money. But I don't know. That's what I think.
That's fair.
I think, and it's more relaxed than like La Miami. So like I want my team to be there. Argentina needs to go play there, have the nice weather, enjoy themselves, see the Bay, and then go. That's my personal opinion.
That's fair.
But no, that's what I thought about Seattle. Is I don't see it catering to like the tourism side.
Kind of like Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to see?
Yeah, exactly.
Now the city that will be for tourists though. La La Land.
We have to go. We have to go. I don't care where we are in life. However many kids we have at that point, we're dropping everything. We're going to the game.
Do you care where we stay?
It does not matter.
You know exactly what I'm thinking about right now.
I won't go. I'm telling you right now, this is on live camera. I will not go. I don't care. You know who you are, the person that he's referring to. I am not going. And if you're watching this, stop watching. But anyways.
No, don't stop watching. Please keep watching.
No, we don't need it. We're good.
Don't listen to D. Don't listen to D. He's upset.
We are good.
That's hilarious.
I'll find another subscriber for us. Don't worry. We don't need that one. Oh, my Lord. I got other people there, though, so we don't got to worry.
I had to do that to you. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. LA, I think that one's going to be, I mean, that's just going to be crazy because you have the stars already playing there. You have stars that play for their national teams playing there.
Bale's going to LAFC.
Vela resigned recently after the Bale's news. Vela resigned, so it's been like a month or so at this point since that news has happened. But month and couple weeks even. God, that seems insane. But yeah, so the stars are there. Out. Oh God, why does it have to be till 2026 though? Like, why can't it be like now? Yeah.
My gosh. Greg, you're down for LA, right?
Yeah.
Greg, I don't have to say.
Yeah, I'm just getting pulled along on this trip.
I feel that.
We need to go to a game, though. That's what.
100%. 100%. Have to as many games as I physically possibly can.
As physically possible. You might have to come up north. We might have to go up north. Yeah. I'll have to go down south.
We're gonna have to quit our jobs.
I mean, I don't know how the raffle thing works.
Quit our jobs and rent an RV for the summer. Greg, can you drive an RV? Because both of us will not be sober enough to drive.
I mean, I can learn, but
you got 4 years. 4 years to learn.
4 years to get a license.
Yeah. No.
This just
I
made me
can't
feel
wait.
hyped, though. This made me feel
Dude,
hyped. Oh gosh, and we'll be back next week.
Next week, full thing. Appreciate Greg again coming
Greg
on
saved
again.
us this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, this
in.
man.
Yeah, I've
This
enjoyed
man's
it.
Big
I've
boy
learned some about soccer.
I know.
Getting some
We got to
Greg
get you on
teaches
one
us
of those
F1
sports where
knowledge.
you could ask us like F1, like we ask you about F1. We got to get you on one of these. So
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have it. We'll figure something out. We'll talk to your people, our people.
Yeah.
But
we
no,
don't have
dude,
an intern yet, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but we'll find one hopefully after this.
But I'm glad you guys had a good summer as well. Hopefully, everyone who watches had a great summer as well. We will, as Wadid said, be back next week to normal podcast
Schedule.
with news and everything. If we don't just sleep for a week straight, but
we'll wake up for
Possibility.
this, unfortunately.
It's a possibility.
We'll skip work, but we'll go for this. But like and subscribe, guys. Shout out Greg for just coming in clutch throughout the summer and helping us out as much as he can. He brought the energy.
Yeah.
We see his face, we just smile. We get lit.
It's true.
It's a great time.
I like when Greg's on the podcast. He makes me happy.
Thank you. Y'all are too sweet.
Too sweet.
No, thank
Look
you,
at
Greg.
him blushing. But we'll be
I know,
back next
right?
week, guys. Peace.